So the updates that I'm about to share would not be possible without your membership, your leadership, your intellectual capital, and your support. And as we move on in with the program, I hope you'll keep this sentiment of gratitude in mind. And as many members already know, we focus our priorities in three main areas. They're innovation and talent, vibrancy of place, and economic prosperity. Focusing our programs in these areas will make Milwaukee the best place to live, learn, work, play, and stay. We believe that these are critical to economic prosperity, and it creates a city of rich cultural and economic activity. So Bradley Tech High School for our first update. Bradley Tech students have had quite the year. Tech-turned teams have been a part of the construction of the new arena, Freshwater Plaza, freighters, and the streetcar. Bradley Tech enrollment is up by over 110 more students in the 2017-18 school year. And I'm happy to share that Cyrus's Foundation's recent gift of $216,000 allowed for the purchase of new welding equipment, including 8 new welders, a new teaching station, welding tables, and 3 new welding carts. And today we welcome our Bradley Tech Commission members, Superintendent Dr. Driver, Dr. Martin, who is the president of MATC and the commission chair, and Dr. Mark Money, Chancellor of UWM, as well as Janine Torres, who's the principal of Bradley Tech, Scott Summer, and Brianne Sapel, the Director of Communications from Arts at Large. At this time, I'd like to welcome the 5 students from Bradley Tech to the podium, and let's take a minute just to listen to their stories and experience at Bradley Tech. Ladies, would you mind come up?
Hi, how are you today? My name is Brianna Jeffries. I am a senior at Bradley Tech High School. I have a lot of things about Bradley Tech and Arts Lodge that I'm thankful for, but the most important ones are being able to work with different people, and also getting a chance to speak with individuals that I would never have met if not given a chance. Thank you. Well, we work with trade workers, and we learn from them how to, like, say, work with carpentry and a lot of the things. Like, I want to be more on the welding side.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rebecca Shannon. I am a senior at Bradley Tech, and I am also on the senior foreman. I am thankful for the opportunities and the classes that I take at Bradley Tech. Some of the classes that I take include some engineering classes and machine tools. I'm thankful for the opportunity that Bradley Tech was able to offer me to join the senior foreman. I want to go to MATC after I graduate high school to further my education on machine tooling. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Savon Jones, and I attend Bradley Tech as a senior, and I've been a part of senior foreman at Arts at Large for 2 years now. I'm thankful for the many opportunities Tech has brought forth to me, such as placement in the Carpentry 1 and 2 classes, for that is my career choice after high school. I'm also thankful for the chance of joining senior foreman and the knowledge I have learned about the trades and the valuable information of how to renovate a building. My future holds greatness. Thank you for inviting me in for your time.
Hi, my name is Latanya Hudson, and I attend Bradley Tech. I am thankful for Bradley Tech for being able to accomplish 3 college classes at MATC and being able to get 2 more college classes for any college I want to go to. And I'm thankful for it because I get to do a lot more hands-on things, and that's my type of thing. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jamie Daniels. at Bradley Tech High School. This is now my 4th year attending Bradley Tech. And I'm thankful for the college classes I have been given and the college credits that I earned from taking these classes. And I'm thankful to be a part of Arts at Large, to do hands-on things with them. And I'm thankful for my principal for letting us leave school for a couple hours to participate with Arts at Large.
Thank you. And in case you don't know, Arts at Large has an exciting new project. They're renovating over a 100-year-old building in Walker's Point for their new campus and studios. The students have been active and have been paid interns in that work. So it's students like you that give us hope for the future. And as we dive into the program on Foxconn later, it's students like yourself that'll be the future workforce and the leaders that are taking on career opportunities that are emerging from Foxconn and other growing businesses in Wisconsin. So I'm happy we were able to hear these experiences firsthand. And if anybody in the membership would like to experience Bradley Tech High School firsthand, we do have a tour scheduled December 12th from 8:30 to 9:30. And we can provide more information to you. Just RSVP to our office to Sam Giles. So Milwaukee Fellows. Milwaukee Fellows had incredible engagement this year with 120 students enrolled. 52 interns were placed among 49 companies. And in 2016, 33% of the students were retained in the region with full-time jobs. And we look forward to updating that number in the very near future. And our very own Milwaukee Fellows intern featured here, Sean Allen, has become a tremendous asset to our organization, and he's creating some streamlined solutions to our work in data collection and program management. So thank you, Sean. And I saw John Daniels walk in too. Thank you, John, for all your leadership and your commitment to this program. And so Teachtown Milwaukee's wrapping up enrollment for 2017-2018 year with partners such as MPS, City Year, College Possible, Teach for America, and the Reading Corps. We were able to engage a list of nearly 800 educators on our mission to fuel a community dedicated to providing local educators with a warm welcome and continued gratitude. Because of these long-standing partnerships, we were able to expand the Key to the City program to the common students in an effort to increase retention in our area with college students. So, and this brings us to the Commons. So if you run into Michael Hostad and Joe Poschel during the week this week, they may look a little tired. They just spent 32 hours up with a Hackett Bracket Challenge with over 100 students participating and 20,000 in prizes in partnership with Northwestern Mutual over this past weekend. I got an email from Michael last night saying, if you don't mind, I think I may stay home today. I've had 15 minutes sleep all weekend. So he's not here today. But they're also preparing for their fall demo day on November 28th. If you get a chance to go see that, it's really exciting to see the students pitching their ideas with the companies. And we'd like you to join us to celebrate the accomplishments of the Commons students this past semester. This year, the Commons will graduate 140 students from the program. 81% of these students are more likely to seek employment in Wisconsin after the program due to the hands-on real-world experience they receive through the Commons and the companies. So looking at vibrancy of place, the Beer Line Trail this year, we've taken a deep look into expanding the Beer Line Trail. We met regarding trail design and planning, and we continue to work with leaders, community members, and Hood Design Studio will have the next iteration of the trail design, which will be a mile-long city park, basically, by the end of November. With Walter Hood's design of the trail expansion, we are planning on increased access points, community engagement areas, as well as growing businesses along the trail. Thank you. This will provide a sustainable community core opportunities and a creative outlet for the residents of Harambe and River West neighborhoods. Milwaukee United. Milwaukee United's coming to a close for phase one. We've done an analysis of peer cities, a community-wide engagement survey, and commissioned 2 public policy reports which have given region a better insight to some of the directions Milwaukee United's tackling, including inclusive growth, access and mobility for all, and a new capacity to engage and act. We are planning a strategic actioning session in February to determine our path forward for Phase 2 and the development of the action agenda. We're continuing to share the info from this as well as the education efforts related to the public policy forum's work on shared revenue reform. We believe all these initiatives advance economic prosperity. However, these next phase of initiatives are going to hose in on some very key aspects like helping businesses grow. And speaking of growing businesses, Scale Up Milwaukee is finishing out 2017 with having graduated 12 companies from Scalerator 4. So we've had 57 companies now that have participated in the Scalerator and over 600 new jobs. Pictured is Scalerator graduate Central Standard Distillery at the grand opening of their new manufacturing facility in the near west side. Just one of the many buildings that Scalerator companies have purchased after completing the program. Scale Up also launched Spark, a training program for central city businesses that are below $1 million in revenue and have continued to develop and grow membership, engaging well over 100 companies, forming an ecosystem that supports job creation and economic prosperity for our region. It's that time of year again when we celebrate and acknowledge companies and individuals that have demonstrated leadership, influence, and impact in increasing diversity on corporate boards in our region. So you will be getting a request for nominations for the Mary Ellen Stanek Award, which was launched in 2013 and named after our very own past chair, Mary Ellen, who has demonstrated an ability to break through the glass ceiling and serves as a role model for women in our agency. And I'd like to take this time to also invite you to an event hosted by a past winner of the event, Rockwell Automation. Please join Milwaukee Women Inc. members and Rockwell Automation senior executives Blake Morit, Susan Schmidt, John DeMerit, and Rebecca House on Tuesday, November 28th to learn about Rockwell's journey to a cultural of inclusion. Blake Morit will share why Rockwell's made diversity and inclusion a top priority, give a high-level strategic overview, and share lessons learned. Rockwell received the 2017 Catalyst Award that actually is a rarity. We've only had 2 Milwaukee companies ever receive that. There are more details on the slide in an upcoming newsletter. And the other thing we'd like to share with you is that we're in the process of organizing a special lunch and learn about blockchain technology. How many people know what blockchain technology is? All right. After the lunch and learn, we're all going to know a lot more about it. It's an emerging disruptive technology, most widely known for being the technology behind the infamous digital asset Bitcoin. However, as we learn in this session, there are going to be many applications for blockchain technology going forward. And stay tuned for the date. You'll get some more info on email.